The animals here view our visitors as a positive thing because of the interaction that the visitors have. Whether it's the parrots on free perches throughout the zoo, listening to visitors, mimicking their talking, the noises that they make, cell phones, whatever that may be, to the primates in the hoofstock. When they see a visitor, they recognize that visitor as someone who has the potential to give them food or a treat. We can tell a difference in the wintertime when the zoo is closed versus getting close to spring. The animals know it's getting close to spring. They start getting excited. They're a little more active inside their exhibits because they're looking forward to, again, visitors coming, which they see as a positive sign.
Our zebras are hoping for some interaction themselves.
Listen to me. Listen, you have to dump it in here and it rolls down there. Okay, ready? You want to help me? And right here. Get over here and watch.
Let me do it.
Here, you move because it's going on.
I think Zorro is hoping for a little more interaction. Where's the food? Chewie got some. Now my dad and I are on our way to the hyenas.
So, Dad, tell me which one's Magi and which one's Manu.
Magi's back here in the back.
Aha, you actually finally have learned.
Yeah.
Dad tells Manu's story.
Well, we had two female hyenas here for a long time. They were of age to where they needed to be breeding with another zoological park that we work with. We swapped out. They had two males, we had two females, so we wanted to put a pair together at both facilities. And doing that, you got to keep them separate for a little while. You don't want to just throw everybody in together. That separation with a wall they can see and smell and even touch each other through without doing much harm is important for them. So we had them apart actually for a couple months, brought them together the other day. Things are going well. They're getting along perfectly. There's not been any fighting at all, which sometimes you look for. You look for a little bit of fussing, a little bit of squabbling between two predators. Didn't happen, and we're happy about that. They're getting along, so hopefully they will produce some little ones.
There's one question people who see hyenas always ask.
Wonder if he'll laugh. How they do their
stand-up joke.
I gotta think of a good joke for them.
Even though they laugh, hyenas aren't really known for their sense of humor. My dad explains why they really make that laughing sound.
So here we've got spotted hyenas, also known as laughing hyenas. They'll get the term laughing hyena from noises that they make a lot of times out of excitement or if they're nervous. Here at the zoo, you'll hear them make the laughing noise most of the time when the keepers are feeding them. Sometimes we have night events where the keepers will feed them and give demonstrations talking about the different carnivorous animals here at the zoo, and the hyenas will get cranked up. They get excited.
And they have a whole bunch of different vocals too.
All through the night, they'll make territorial calls, so we can hear them here at night all night long, calling back and forth. They're just making sure that other clans, which is a group of hyenas, that there's not any other clans around in this area. Fortunately, there's not. These are the only hyena clan here in Southwest Virginia. They tend to be a nervous animal sometimes, especially in the wild, but they're also very, very curious. Right here, they're trying to decide if I'm gonna feed them today or not. They don't usually get their meals until later in the afternoon.
Many people are kind of freaked out by the hyenas.
Now, unfortunately, these guys have gotten kind of a bad reputation as being kind of sly and deceptive, but they're one of the most fascinating animals on Earth. Their intelligence rivals that of some primates. They've often been accused as stealing food, being more like scavengers and stealing food from other animals. But in reality, these guys will actually hunt and kill more animals across Africa than the lions do. It's the lions that's doing the stealing, but these guys took the rap for it. They're often portrayed as a villain when actually they're really fascinating. Now, the males and the females look exactly alike. Oftentimes, anatomically, they'll look identical. Sometimes you have to DNA sex them to find the difference between the males and the females. Now, although originally these guys were not meant, right, when they were created to be meat eaters, over time their digestive tracts have changed and now they're completely carnivorous. This is a male and a female here. We also have a baby off exhibit, right, that'll be introduced into this group a little bit later once it grows a little bit more. But these hyenas will eat, both of them will eat anywhere between 7 and 10 pounds of meat a day here in the zoo. If you can see, they have excellent hearing. They've got big cupped ears. That helps them to be able to hear through the dense vegetation, sometimes in the Sahara, to try and find collectively where prey can be. And then that clan, which is led by a matriarchal female, right? They've got one female, that's the alpha female, leads the entire clan of hyenas. Now she'll lead them in ambushing and sometimes almost military style techniques in order to ambush their prey. The female, when she has babies, she'll have anywhere from 1 to 2 cubs most of the time. Those babies are born with a full set of teeth. Sometimes in the wild, one baby may even kill the other baby right off the bat, just competing for food from mom. But those babies that are born from the alpha female, they retain that leadership position within the clan. So as soon as those babies are born, even though they're little, they are respected by the entire clan, just like that alpha female is.